Why am I still here? What the fuck?
Bergie, honey, I don't know either. I do not know why you are still here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 15 and 16. Yes, your girl was gallivanting a little bit, but we're back. We are back. Casa Amor is here. You know, I'm going to have to see the men in motion, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So where I left the episode off, it was episode 14. So the start of episode 15, Keenan says that KK needs to stop making herself the victim.
She's trying to make herself the victim of the situation. There's no victim in this situation.
Right.
She's trying to villainize me. It's annoying, but I'm not going to look too deep into it. The situation will blow over.
And now, don't get me wrong. Has KK, in my opinion, been making a mountain out of a molehill? Absolutely. But the molehill is enough to be a nuisance. Like, if it were me, even the molehill is too much. I don't even want to deal with that. She's making it a mountain, so I hear Keenan on that. But I'm like, making herself the villain? Come on. Especially when he makes himself the villain. Later on in the episode, was it this episode or was it 16? I don't remember. But he literally says, you are my priority as long as you don't F it up. God forbid. God would have to physically remove me from this villa, because if a man said, as long as you don't F it up, well, let me tell you something. We're done then. We're done then. I don't have to be your priority. Like, the way he talks to this woman, the way he talks about her, even Imani too, sometimes the way that he talks with her, I'm like, and the intrigue is what? I don't get it. I don't see it. I really don't. KK admits that there's nothing there with Mike, and realistically, she just wants Keenan to miss her. You can miss me with this. Destiny... Destiny girl, do you hear yourself? Destiny says she hasn't been giving Jonah any action, and now because of his actions, he will continue to not receive any action.
I'm glad he got his little kisses in today, because he sure ain't getting no action from me. Keep enjoying it. He needs something from somebody, because it ain't coming from me. I don't care what couple I've been in, from Marco to Harrison. Anytime I was in a conversation with them and a girl tried to break it up, they said, wait. I'm not even going to, like, entertain that. It's definitely, like, side-eye.
Destiny, babe, like, come on. Come on. So you know you've been very reserved when it comes to this man. And then you're now going to be like, well, now he's not getting anything. He wasn't getting anything anyways. He had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose. And so then this petty war starts, right? You have Imani and Jonah getting intimate with each other. You got Mike and Destiny getting intimate with each other. I'm like, this is just a mess.
Kiss me again.
I'ma leave the door open.
She's literally diagonal, so I can't get in.
Destiny, I'm over here.
I have to constantly remind myself that every petty thing that Destiny has done on this show is child's play. This woman put sugar in her boyfriend's tank. Laying across the bed diagonally to force you to sleep outside is really child's play, honestly. Destiny girl, I think if you want to be successful, the petty, the pride, it's gotta go. It's really gotta go. And as much as I do like you, there are things that you need to relinquish if you want to be successful on this show. Now, if you don't want to be successful, well then, babe, that's your prerogative. But it looks like she's looking for someone, right? In the end, she says that she hasn't really found her person, and now she feels like, oh, Mike, what did she say about, whatever she said about Mike? I'm like, baby girl, this is your karma, because you ain't Mike's type, allegedly. So all this hooting and hollering you're doing for Mike, I hope that it's worth it, because Casa Amor is coming. That's when we're going to put this type thing to the test. The next morning, briefly, Destiny did acknowledge the fact that she was being petty, but in order for her to apologize, she wants Jonah to also accept responsibility for his actions. And this is what I'm saying, the pride thing. Like, girl, All right, let's just move on. They do play a game, and Maura is the host. Carmen is excited to see everybody. Carmen loves everybody so far. All right. In the game, the villa votes for Emily, and America voted for Carmen as the one looking for fame. The villa votes for Kenzo, and America votes for Harrison as the most boring. The villa votes for Emily and Cassie, and America voted the same as the women who are dating outside of their league. But Marco called Cassie sloppy seconds. His slick mouth, honestly, Hannah, girl, get your mans. The villa voted for Keenan and Marco, and America voted the same as the guys who were dating out of their league, and they both were pissy about it, mainly Keenan. And he dragged it on. Honestly, I could not be bothered because KK crumbled anyways. The villa voted for Destiny. And, well, the villa voted for two people, but Destiny was the most voted for. And America voted for Destiny and Carmen as the girls who are taking up space. And lastly, the villa has been the public has been voting for their favorite couple, favorite person, and the results of who is at the bottom is going to be in the evening. So here I thought this whole Imani, KK, Keenan thing was put to rest, mainly because Imani has been receiving and reciprocating a lot of Jonah's energy. However, in this conversation, she's still here for it, and Keenan was also throwing shade at KK, which I did not like.
First and foremost, I just wanted to thank you for earlier in the game. Like, I always appreciate and acknowledge when somebody says something positive. So I don't want to make you wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait anyways.
Whoa, relax, chill.
But look. We shared a gift, and it wasn't just like.
Whoa. That's another whopper. That's the whole point of being here, exploring real sparks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explore it for sure.
Same.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, this man, he's so aggy. Like, it could not be me. It could not be me. The sass of Keenan, it could not be me. Anyways, I thought that because Imani was having a good time with Jonah and he was really putting on the pressure, that she was going to tell Keenan, listen, my heart is elsewhere. You snooze, you lose. Let's move on. But no, she's basically saying, listen, look at your age mates. They're surpassing you, so you better step it up. Really? Again, I ask, what is the intrigue with Keenan? I don't know. The only thing that I can see being enticing about Keenan is the Jeff effect. You know what I mean? To me, Jeff from last season, yes, he's young. Yes, he's immature, but he has that sorry for the non-Black people in the chat, but he has that real nigga vibe, you know? The way that he speaks, he's a guy you would meet in ends. He's the guy you would meet in your community. I would walk outside and meet a Keenan. I wouldn't walk outside and meet a Leo, not in my area. I wouldn't walk outside and meet oh, are those the only Black guys in there? Well, yeah. Keenan is more like a guy I would encounter on a daily basis. But beyond that, please tell me, what is the draw? So it's finally the evening and we have the bottom islanders. I felt like they did too much. I think it should have been 3-3 instead of 4-4. But we move. The people on the bottom are Destiny, Emily, Cassie, Carmen, Leo, Harrison, Kenzo, and Keenan. I kid you not. I could see why America voted for Cassie. I'm not going to lie to you. But lately, she hasn't been annoying me. As soon as Anna left, she's been bearable for me. But Leo shook me. And this is why I think the 4-4 was too much. I would have, if they were going to do 4-4, I would have rather seen Marco on the bottom over Leo. We're choosing Marco as more favorable than Leo. Really? Mercy God. Anyways, the villa gets to decide who is dumped, and they choose Emily and Harrison. Honey. Now, don't get me wrong. If the villa would have voted for Destiny to go, I would have completely understood. Okay? They already think she's taking up space. They now know that America thinks she's taking up space. I completely get it. But for my personal vindication, the fact that the bitter bio babe has outlasted Emily. Take that, Emily's mama. Listen. I just the way that she was talking about Destiny Online, karma comes at you quick, doesn't it? Comes at you quick. Now for Emily and Harrison, will they make it on the outside? I don't know. I barely heard whatever they were talking about. If they weren't finger banging, they were talking about gold. Like, we don't know about these two. So will they make it out? They might still be together by the reunion, but shortly after, I can see it ending. Mike is having a conversation with Destiny, and he says that he doesn't understand why everyone is saying she has walls up because she is tearing them down for him.
And I'm gonna get to breathe. And be myself. And be fun.
Every girl said they were open to get to know me, but she's the only one that kind of put that into practice. And that's why I feel like we were able to get, a pretty solid connection.
Now, I'm just here like, indeed, she is tearing them down for him. But Destiny girl, your judgment is all the way off. I know you don't know what we know. And that's not even playing a part in what I'm about to say. You've had people like, okay, yeah, Harrison was looking for a more aggressive woman, which Destiny did not want to be anymore. And Jonah, they had their pitfalls and miscommunication and stuff. I still think those two were better options than Mike. 1000%. At least with Harrison, the thing with them is that they both decided they're incompatible for each other. Okay, fine. But with Jonah, the reason why it ended was because for some reason, she wanted to be petty and prideful, and it got in the way of their progression, There were times when Jonah was trying to have conversations with her, and she was stonewalling him, so you can't really blame him for moving on. But you're going to keep the walls up for him and tear them down for Mike for what? Leo and Cassie are opening up to each other because now that they've been at the bottom, they realize that their time in here is limited.
I don't want to just stay here and have the only girl I want to be with gone.
How you feeling though?
I am happy with you.
With Cassie, I actually do really like her a lot. Obviously I'm not at the point where I can say I love her, but I can see myself developing to that point.
I'm happy I didn't leave because I really am happy with Leo. I can't lie too. I think I'm falling too.
I'm not mad at them. And I had to remind myself that in the beginning, I actually was rooting for them. It was just when she started to get insecure that I was like, okay, this is too much for me. I don't understand where the possessiveness is coming from. But now that she's more chilled out, they have this similar banter with each other. I'm like, I get it and I'm here for it. Not enough to win, but I support it. Now, what I don't support, what I do not support is Marco and Hannah. Why have these two closed things off?
I don't know where we stand since I opened up to you. I didn't know how you took it, I stepped forward and that's how I truly feel. It was crickets.
I want to be closed off, so why not be? I know everything he has to offer. I know that we'd be happy together. I keep thinking about us decorating a Christmas tree together.
So, I will be honest and say we haven't really seen too much of Marco for a while now, so my opinion is really based on what we have seen in the past. Cool. However, y'all were talking about, you need to see the Unseen Bits. The Unseen Bits show so much. The Unseen Bits people are so funny and ha 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 ha. I was like, okay, let me give Unseen Bits a try. Within the first maybe 90 seconds, I see this man Marco digging for gold and giving it a taste. No. No. He has the maturity of a child, the antics of a child. Hannah, you're dating your students. You're dating one of your students. Again, the same thing I'm saying with Keenan. What is the intrigue with Marco? I don't understand. The next morning, everybody is happy to be in their couples, right? They're saying, oh, we're great. Things are going in the right direction. Cool. However, Imani and Mike are having a conversation. And Imani is saying, things are good with Jonah. But Keenan, though.
With Keenan, that sexual tension is there because we have not done anything.
You know what I'm saying? Say you do pursue Keenan, right? And then that might rub Jonah the wrong way.
Baby girl, if that's a life that you want to sign up for, cool. You've been seeing KK crying up a storm every day since Tuesday. And you're saying, yeah, I'd like me a piece of it. I don't know if Imani's going to be able to put up with, by be able to, I mean, will she be willing to put up with the same foolishness that KK has been putting up with in regards to Keenan? But how he's been treating KK clearly doesn't bother her. And again, I need to reiterate, there isn't anything that has been explicitly wrong with how Keenan has been going about things, but the fact that KK has expressed certain things and he just disregards her feelings, like it to me, it's just too much. And the way in which he talks to and about these women, like, I get it. Like I said, he's like a nigga from ends, but even those guys know how to sweet up a woman. Even those guys know about chivalry. Even those guys know at the end of the day, my girl is my girl and ain't nobody getting in between that. You know what I mean? So to me, he just gives me fraud. So then you have Imani talking to Keenan. Simultaneously, you have KK talking to the girls. And, Imani is like, well, put on the pressure. And KK is like, pick me.
That spark, that connection that we had in our first conversation, it was fire.
It was good.
What am I supposed to do? Stand by and wait while he get to know every new bitch that walks through the goddamn door, and I just wait.
That's what I was waiting on you to say. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait on him to pick me? Like, I don't want to be a pick me, but yeah, because it makes me.
At this point, girl, I mean, you've said it enough times that you might as well accept that you might be a pick me. Love you. It's not a good look. Like, no more tears. No more crying, no more sobbing, no more moping, no more whining. Pick yourself up. Either go at it alone or find yourself a new partner. Thank God Casa is here. Even though I don't think she's going to move on, I'm just glad she at least has an option too. The producers were producing today because in the evening, Keenan says, you know what? I'm ready to close things off with KK. And immediately, the girls get a text and they say, Casa's open.
Why do we gotta tell the shorties they look good? Why can't they come down and tell us we look good?
They ain't even ready yet. No! Bro, I was supposed to close things off with KK.
Oh my God. Whoa, that's fucking crazy.
I loved every second of this. I'm still here like, okay, if they were screaming that loud, like, wouldn't the guys be alarmed? But you know what? It's a television show. You can't read too much into things, right? Keenan said he wanted to close things off, right? And now he's upset that she's gone and he couldn't do that. Well, let me tell you something, Keenan. The best way to prove to KK that you wanted to close things off is to close yourself off from these women. He says his fear is her coming back recoupled and him looking stupid. It's not about looking stupid. You make your decision and you stick with it. If you wanted to close things off, I don't even want to see you breathe next to a Casa girl. Close things off. Prove all of us wrong. I would love to see you commit to KK like you're saying you wanted to do, please. Jumping over to the Casa Villa, it is cute. It is actually giving VIP. I like this whole VIP vibe that they have going on. Too many stripes, but that's okay. The Casa boys, like I said at the top of the video, I'll need to see them in motion. But as you know, on this channel, everybody has a nickname until you graduate to the main villa. So we are going to start with the nicknames. First one is Dangle because of that damn dangly earring. I cannot stand them. Bieber for obvious reasons. Chomi because South African slang for friend is chomi. So we're going to call him Chomi. Twist Out. I mean, you see the material. Tats, who allegedly, shout out to, I wish I remembered your name. Somebody DM'd me and they said this guy is from Bachelor in Paradise, Canada. It's giving looking for fame, but okay, we move. This is Tats. And the last guy, we're going to call him Sparkle. I think the point was for him to be like a Harrison dupe because of the gold and the suave demeanor. And apparently he has a singular dimple that he's very proud of. But yeah, we're going to call him Sparkle, okay? As the guys are introducing themselves to the women, what's her name? Sarah. Sarah comes and she's trying to get a gauge of where the girls are at in getting to know the new guys.
Hannah's so fine. She's fine as fuck.
They're good-looking guys, for
They
sure.
are fine. They're good looking. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Be real,
I was like, yeah.
The one in the white and the one that does fashion.
That does fashion.
The black jacket. The black jacket, yeah.
We are open, so we're just practicing our openness. It's KK time.
So far, it looks as if the women are interested, but we know Carmen is not going to turn her head. She's not. Hannah is not going to turn her head, even though a couple of guys are really into her. They think that she's like the hottest one there. KK, please. Cassie might actually turn her head. She has an interest in two of the guys. However, one of the guys, Imani has an interest in. And then the next episode, she's making a play for him heavy. So I'm just like, oh, I'm interested to see Cassie have some options because so far it's only been Leo. I don't know what she was interested in. Keenan. Wow, she really likes everybody, huh? Like aesthetically, that's what I mean. But yeah, I kind of want to see Cassie move on. I want to see how she's like with another guy. Imani's got the pick of the litter, and I think most of the other girls are going to stay loyal. I hope they prove me wrong so that we have an exciting Casa. We will meet the girls tomorrow night. So as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you then.